I have received a few questions recently about tempo runs from hockey players who read about them in my many training articles or emails. So today you'll discover why tempos are an excellent conditioning method for hockey athletes and how to get the most out of them. Popularized by the late great Canadian sprint coach Charlie Francis, tempo runs are used to improve an athlete's aerobic conditioning. This is nothing more than cardio for your general fitness. It helps you recover faster between shifts and between practices. But instead of hopping on a treadmill or going for a jog or riding a stationary bike, all of which are what most people associate with the word aerobic conditioning, you run on the track or field. We'll get to the exact details in a minute. Another major benefit is tempos prepare your body for maximal sprints. Over the 50, 60, or however many games your hockey season spans, you spend all your time in a hips flex position on the ice. This is by no means a healthy position. Just look at how many NHL players have to get hip surgery during their career to understand how destructive the hockey stance is for the health of your hips over several decades. If you go from that hips flex position during the season straight away to maximal sprinting in the off season, which requires hip extension, you're setting yourself up for muscular problems. Pulling a groin or hamstring happens a lot during the summer because of this. Doing tempos for 3 or 4 weeks in the early off season before your true sprint work begins helps prevent those nasty injuries nobody wants to experience. On top of that, athletes like tempos a lot better than long, boring, slow distance running. Especially in Europe, in certain leagues, players are pummeled with tons of jogging. I know of clubs where the coaches tell the guys to run between 7 to 10 hours every week, and they all hate it. You spend a ton of time doing an activity you don't enjoy, and the results aren't even that impressive. That reminds me, in a previous video, I revealed what off-ice conditioning really transfers to skating. Hint, jogging isn't anywhere on that list. Watch the video right here. Now let's talk about the key technique points and mistakes to avoid, because if you do tempos wrong, you're just wasting your time. Technique stuff is simple. Mimic good sprinting form. Eyes straight ahead, shoulders down and relaxed. Hand goes from chin to back pocket. Heel stays off the ground as you strike it with the ball of your foot. And that's about it. With a hockey player, we don't need to go much deeper into dryland sprinting mechanics. Having said that, the big mistake athletes make is running speed. You shouldn't feel gassed after a tempo workout. This is so-called easy conditioning. To give you a number, you should be running at 65 to 70% of your max speed. But when they first do it, a lot of guys think, oh, this isn't effective. I'm not getting tired. I have to go faster to really feel it. So they crank up the intensity to 80, even 90% of max speed. Next thing you know, they turn it into a race. What's that gonna do? 2 to 3 reps in and your heart rate will spike. You'll get lactic. You can't catch your breath between efforts anymore. So now we're no longer doing aerobic work. You're putting your body through a hard conditioning session, which prolongs the time it takes to recover for your next workout. As for distance, I use 100 meters with my athletes, the length of a football field. Once you reach the other end, you walk back. That's your rest period. Once you reach the starting line, you go again. Super simple. The last thing we need to cover is reps and frequency. How many runs are you going to do in this workout, and how many workouts per week? Anywhere from 1 to 3 tempo sessions per week is fine. It all depends on what and how much other physical activity you do on top of that. My hockey athletes perform a tempo workout twice a week in the early off season, just because that fits the training system I have created around lifting and conditioning the best. About the reps per workout. This depends on the current fitness level of the athlete. For example, with a pro guy who is in good shape, a 4-week cycle could look like this. First week, 12 reps. Second week, 14. Week 3, 16. Week 4, 18. That's how you would increase volume over the training cycle. With younger, less experienced, less conditioned athletes, you'll have to start with lower volume. Because if you follow what a well-conditioned pro does, you're just gonna kill yourself in the first workout, so start light. You can always ramp up the volume and difficulty if needed, but that probably won't be the case. I hope you got a lot out of this. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. For more great hockey conditioning tips, watch this sled workout video. And also check out this one where I'll walk you through a full NHL off-season workout so you can make gains like the pros. Thank you for watching. If you want more great training and nutrition tips like this, then beat that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.